Okay. Let's do this. Is it working? Is it working? Are we on? Let's do this. Is it working? Is it working? Are we on? Okay, it sounds like it's working. Hello, hello. What's up? And welcome to Pokemon Scarlet. So I've been playing this game since it came out a couple days ago, and I'm really loving it in spite of all the graphical whatevers. We're gonna see it in 720p today, resolution, so it's gonna be a little even uglier than usual, but if you're used to looking at my face, you gotta get used to a certain amount of ugliness coming in. That's why we have to have this cutifier on top. Our Eevee hat. It's not Pikachu. It's not Pikachu. It's Eevee. Get it right or pay the price. Okay, let's set this up. Watch me play Pokemon Scarlet on stream live now on YouTube. Tweet. Gonna use a picture of Nimona. Ooh, Monster Hunter Rise, only $20. Only $20 for Monster Hunter Rise. Get that deal while it's good and holy. Okay. All right. Okay. I'm just gonna put this in all of the self-promo channels that I can think of. Don't know if this actually helps, but you never know. You never know. Share media. Oh, wait, let me move this so I can make sure. Eevee hat, hey Octo, what's up, buddy? How you doing? Are you playing now too? Look at this, it's such a classic stream. Shore and Octo. Classic, classic, classic. Okay. Ba-da-da-da-da-da. I do not have permission, but I want permission. Gaming, gaming, YouTube gaming. Hello, Pokemon. I'm YouTube gaming. Links only. Links, you mangy mutt. Stream dump? Is that it? No, I don't think so. This is all this horny fan art. Too much horny fan art. Self-promo. Octo, are you making any horny fan art right now? Please don't. It's not appropriate. Why don't I have permission? I want permission. Give me permission. Not to make horny fan art, but to share my stream. Currently working my way through the story. I'm trying to complete it with only new Pokemon, but some of them kinda suck, not gonna lie. Hey, have you gotten Espathra? Espathra. Dang, guess I'll have to erase it. Espathra! Hi, puppy. It's time for a spatra. Oh no, my game is dimming. The game is dimmer than I am. Oh no. But bonus. Bonus. Made up movies, bonus features. Oh yeah. Who else? Who else loves to dance and sing? You guys love to dance and sing? I love to dance and sing. Fashion show. Fashion show. Fashion show at lunch. Meow da 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 da. Okay, that's enough. That's enough self-promo. Now it's time to play the game. What does studio mode do? No, that's not what I want. My frames just turned into a PowerPoint. Thanks, Pokemon. That's what you want, though. You want it to be nice and slow so you can appreciate all the hard work, question mark, that Game Freak put into it. I'm not used to this new OBS. I gotta say. I'd like my screen a bit larger, please. Anyone know how I do that? Ba-da-da-da-da-da. Oh, that's not it. Here's what I'll do. Okay, that's about as good as we are gonna get it for right now, unfortunately. Okay, they were so close to making a good Pokemon game. Yeah, they just needed like 6 months to a year left. And maybe they'll patch it. Maybe they'll surprise us all. I mean, there's so much good in this game. There's so much good, you have to admit. Like, for example, look at this guy. As I forget how to play. Look. Look, he's a ghost pepper. And he's got a bird on his head. Blah! I'm a ghost. I'm a ghost. It's a very weird design. They have some weird color choices. Like, one of my new favorite guys. My false swiper right here. Yeah, conceptually, it's great. Look at the weird color options on this guy. But what's cool is his shiny looks just like Spidey. Oh wait, let's get Espatra out. Yeah, conceptually, it's the best game they've ever made. It's just that, in terms of, is that Fuecoco's final form? Hey, no spoilers from me. It could be anything. But yes, it is. So, mild spoilers. Mild spoilers, but yes, that is Fuecoco's final form. I have Fuecoco, I have Sprigatito. I just got a little, what do you call it? I think my biggest pet peeve in the game is how slowly the boxes load. It's like, they're not doing it now. Oh, there. Like, what the fuck? Drives me crazy. If you guys need any of these are all up for trade. Got some extra Fuecocos. Actually, Quaxley's mine. You don't get him. Just found a flying Cyclizar. Wait, those aren't supposed to fly. Those aren't supposed to fly. Oh, no. Oh no! So long, Bowser! The game isn't broken, you are. The game was never housebroken, that's the thing. Okay, okay. Okay, here's this Pathra who is like a running colorblindness test. But so freaking fast. Okay, and Espathra can actually keep up. For the most part. Because she's so fast. Whereas other Pokemon slow down and just disappear. Espathra is fast. Espathra also has a really great what do you call it? Oops. A really great what do you call it when it's their move? It's somehow more broken than Sword and Shield on release, which I didn't think was possible. You sound a lot more down about it than I am. I'm surprised, but I guess I understand. I mean, it's a little frustrating when it's so close to being perfect, but for me, it fulfills so many things about what conceptually, the little slice of quality of life things I wanted the game to be, that I'm willing to forgive how busted it is. I have faith they'll patch some things, if not others. But Lumina Crash, I want to talk about that. The user attacks by unleashing a peculiar light that even affects the mind. This also harshly lowers the target's SP defense stat. So it's not as strong as Psychic, but say you were going up against like a wall Pokemon, you could just slowly lower its special defense. And you always go faster, because you're really fast. These guys aren't, like, EV trained at all. This is just, like, me slowly working my way through the game for the first time. And I've been very distracted. At least twice I have just, like, stopped whatever I was doing completely so that I could, try to do some shiny hunting. I have gotten 2 shinies so far, so not that many. I don't mind most of the frame drops and such. I had nothing but fun with it so far. The multiple things. I haven't done multiplayer yet. I do want to try that. I've been trying to get Kolar to get it. Hopefully he will soon. But I've been warning him. I'm like, it is bad. It's not, it doesn't feel like a $60 game. But here's my shiny Dreadnought. I got through a raid, not a raid, a mass outbreak. So I got him, and he looks pretty cool. He looks like Raphael, the Ninja Turtle. And I've got shiny Hoppip, who I just found randomly. I know he's a very common one that a lot of people have, along with the other really common one. This is a guy I want to use, but I don't think he obeys me yet. He's just, like, I got him in a trade, and I don't think I've done enough gyms for him to listen to me yet. So that's a little weird. But otherwise, yeah. We're gonna maybe take Espathra back out for a second and put in Swiper. Swiper isn't really a good fighter, but he's a great false swiper. And false swipe is a move that keeps Pokemon alive with 1 HP, so it makes them easier to catch. So very valuable. I don't know if this is going to fuck me up too much, but I'm going to raise that a little bit. Okay. I love these outdoor Pokemon centers. I love them very much. Wait, if he doesn't listen, does he just do different moves? No, he'll say, like... It's like he only does my commands, like... Well, here, I can show you. But he'll do, like, He'll do some of the classic ones. Like, the one that I always think of when I think of Pokemon is... Charizard is loafing around. He sometimes will loaf around. Okay, so we'll put him in for Swiper. And we'll just find some random Pokemon. I'm going to save a lot. You're going to notice that. You'll also notice just how slow the game runs. The open world is so cool. Yeah, it really is. Okay, so here's a Diglett. A couple things I don't like. I don't like how small everybody is. Okay, so here's Shally, and here's Diglett. So we're going to battle might be better to put my head up here. So I can actually see the moves. So let's see if he'll do it. Oh, Shally's... Okay, Shally used Bite. So Shally is actually listening to me, maybe. I just did the gym leader who I immediately bristled at. The makeup lady. She's like a supermodel. I just beat her. No, I think we've got enough gyms that Shally's actually listening. Right? It feels... That's what it feels... I guess that's also the thing, is like, well, I'm used to... To me, it's great that these Pokemon games even have color, so... that which reminds me of the quote that Frank Miller said about moving from comic books to filmmaking. He was like, well, the biggest technological advancement I'm dealing with right now is that unlike comic books, movies have sound. So now I have to, instead of drawing the words on the screen, I have to actually record the audio. So that's a big change for me. And everyone laughed. He's like, I'm serious. That was weird. It was at the Visionaries panel at Comic-Con that I went to. The Visionaries were, and I am not joking, I was sitting in the front row, and the Visionaries were Judd Apatow, Kevin Smith, Frank Miller, and Zack Snyder. It's also the time I met Zack Snyder. Hey, it's Haunter Han. Okay, let's do a Terra Raid battle and get a Terra Haunter. That could be good. Would it be good? Is Dark good against Ghost, or is Ghost good against Dark? Whatever. Challenge alone, just because it's faster. He was not that nice. I think he's grown up a lot since, because he seems like he's become more humble, and I know he's gone through a lot personally, had some hard times. But it's an ice den. Oh shit! I made the rookie mistake. I forgot to check what the Terra Raid was. Oh my god! Look at Haunter with his ice hat. He looks like an idiot. He looks like a nurse. Oh well. Let's just dragon dance our problems away. So, I know it's so cliche, I'm using a Gyarados. I would never use a Gyarados, but, like, he was like the third Pokemon I caught was an Adamant Magikarp. And Adamant means they have high attack, and it's just a perfectly typed Gyarados. And I was just like, I feel like I had so many weak Pokemon in the beginning. I'm like, okay, this is like an investment for later. And it's done nothing but pay off. He's been so useful. Yeah, I think Terra types are like... I still think nothing's been as cool as Mega Evolutions, which has been always my favorite. I miss them dearly. I think they should have stuck around as just like an option. Because some Pokemon really benefited from them. But I think this feels less... It's less tedious than Z moves, and it's less in your face than Gigantamaxing. So I kind of like it as a nice little balanced option, and it's fun to see that, like, all my Pokemon have horrid natures. Yeah, I know. Oh, look how goofy he looks. I'm sure I have another Haunter, so let's do a repeat. I too miss Megas. Yeah, Megas were really amazing. Mega Tyranitar, Mega Blaziken, Mega Brokakin. See, like, this is what I'm talking about. So this animation where he catches the Terra Raid Pokemon, it looks so polished. It's like, this must have been one of the first things they had done. Because it's like, compare that to the way the rest of the game looks. It's like, whoa, this is actually really pretty. Yeah, and it also adds up. It's not just like, oh, these ones Gigantamax or Mega Evolve. It's like, oh, you might find one in the wild that has a really interesting combination. Which is definitely another fun thing that makes catching more fun. Okay, Haunter's caught. So an ice Haunter. That's an interesting idea. Okay. What is this? It's a Diglett. I think, okay, one of the worst parts of the game, amongst many just like eye-rolling parts, is yeah, because terror raids are just like, they're like, oh, people really like max raids. Let's just make terror raids better, and they did. But then they're like, oh shit, we spent too much time on this. And I honestly feel like they just needed another year. If they had released this one next Thanksgiving, it would go down as... But again, like, next year is going to be so packed with big games. The Holy Diglett. It's the chosen one! I guess just false swipe it to death. It's so low level. Okay, it's wearing its hat. Its hat is removed, so that means we can catch it. Is this, Octo, is this battle theme one of the Toby Fox themes? Because it feels very Undertale. Diglett, Diglett, dig. Trio, trio, trio. Cricket's hot. Let's go check out whatever that glowy thing is up there. This year had like 3 games total. There's Hogwarts. Oh, the raid theme is? Have you been to the Electric City town with the streamer gym leader? Wait, no, no, no. No, no. I pressed too many things. It's an amphi with... Wait, what is that? Ghost type? Okay, change your Pokemon. Yeah, that town has one of the best town themes. Maybe my favorite piece of Pokemon music since the X and Y bike theme. So wait, is Dark good against Ghost, or is Ghost good against Dark? I always forget that. Gonna take a risk and put... Oh, that's a terrible choice. Let's try Belly Bolt. I gotta get there. I'm so far behind. Like, I've barely done anything. But I'm having a lot of fun. Ba 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 da ba da da. The den. Poor Flappy. I guess just discharge over and over. Cotton Spore? Yeah, I've luckily had nothing going on, so I've just been... Well, I've had a few things going on, but I've been definitely making time to just zone out. Belly Bolt's ability is really interesting. It's like every time he takes a hit, he charges up his electricity move. It just basically does double damage anytime he's hit. Oh no, Flaffy! Flaffy's doing a strange dance. Like, look at this part. Like, and compare this to the way the rest of the game looks, even the rest of the game's cutscenes, and it's like, wait, what? How is this the same game? Mareep Wool! It reminds me of James from the Pokemon anime. Oh, I love my Mareep Wool blanket. If they're so valuable, let's sell them! No way! I didn't collect them because they're valuable. You know what I miss is, like, when you crouch and could dive roll from Arceus. And also being able to quick catch from Arceus. That was the good stuff. One thing that's interesting is that even though the environments are fairly barren in this game, they're still a lot nicer than the ones in Arceus. Emits light into the games during battles. That's interesting. So the UI actually exists within the world of the game. There was another thing like that where it was like, well, in like battle school, they're like, sometimes you might hear that was a critical hit, and it's like, wait, so inside the game, the catching seems like a downgrade in this one. Yeah, I mean, it's like, I guess that depends on how much you consider the Arceus catching an upgrade, because it's just classic Pokemon catching. It's not any different than that, really. But I agree, just like in terms of fast catching. But I mean, repeat balls seem like really effective in this one. So even though it takes like a couple seconds more than in Arceus, as long as you stock up on repeat balls, you're good. And I could do this loop of just wandering around and collecting items all day. Okay, back at school. I've seen one of the 10 sites. Who's in first slot? Let's put Kitty Kiki. If you just stay relentless with your wonder trading, you can get some starters. Wonder trading right now is really bad, but you can still get a couple good ones out of it. I got my Sprigatito out of it. Also, Sprigatito's his freaking flower trick move always critical hits. Like, that's the cheapest shit. Like, it seems like at some point they were like, oh god, we're gonna release this game half-baked. Just make the moves really broken. Arg, I'm so careless. That's actually one of the developers of the game right now. She's cross-eyed. Whoa, a powerful Pokemon. Please don't kill my level 1 Charge-a-Bug. Give me that money! Oh, you actually have more than one Pokemon? Thus making you the toughest trainer in the game? I would say that this game has some of the worst battles, like trainer battles, of any of the games. Like, that seems like another thing. It's that they were like, maybe we should give this another pass before release. And they just didn't. They're like, no. No matter where I put my face, I feel like something's in the way. My head is too big. That's the problem. Maybe I can shrink it a little. Shrinkatito. Alright, where should we go? Maybe let's do one of those catch a or fight a giant Pokemon ones. Upgrade our lizard a little bit. Happy birthday, friend Nick. How was that? Nikki, it's your birthday. God bless you this day. You gave me the gift of a little sister, and I'm proud of you today. I don't know if that fits, but happy birthday, Nick. We're the traveling Pokemon Center. Good, thank you. Watch out for these giant worms. This area especially is has so many like similar looking parts to it that I feel like I've gone through it a million times and I still don't know if I've looked at it all. This guy right here, Bramblin, is such a metaphor for this game. It's like, oh cool, a tumbleweed Pokemon. That's cool. But you look at it, it's just like, what a lame design. His eyes just float in the center. Like, it's just, it looks empty. And it's like, that's like a microcosm of this game. Really cool in concept, and then they're just like, just throw it together. Just get it, oh, hello! I don't have you, guys. Speaking of Zack Snyder, it's 300, the Pokemon. I love Brablin. Okay. Play rough. I'll murder for Brablin. I think it's great that there's a Pokemon that just gets blown around. But the more I looked at him, I'm like, what is with this guy? One thing I do like is that you can't accidentally KO those guys. Not when they're terrestrialized. Ah. There we go. That's a new one right there. I think, like, if you like just like the catching loop of the games, like, this is the best version of that. As much as Arceus has the best catching mechanics, this one just has like the best variety of Pokemon in each area. It's just like, it's no more of that like, oh, should I catch Rattata or Pidgey? It's like, oh, you've got like You'll just be wandering around an area and you'll see like this. It's like, okay, there's Psyduck, there's Phalanx, there's Makuhita, there's New Wooper, there's Knackley, there's what's his face? Claude Sire. Claude! There's Meowth. Like, there's such diversity of Pokemon all in one area. Hey, bro. What's up, bro? Hey, bruv. What cap is this? You mean this cap? Or what lie is this? No cap. This is the truth. Rare bone. Everybody on the dating apps is just looking for that rare bone. Don't mind that giant worm slowly breaking reality. I think it's funny. I think Claude Sire is a funny name. It's Brablin. Private dating chat. Wait, guys. Guys. There's private dating chat, girls. Should I do this? Does anything remind you of anyone? Yes. Lots of things remind me of lots of things. It's kind of a vague question. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, you know, one of the ones that I really like is the new one who's just like an engine. I was just thinking, I'm like, it sucks that there's been no car Pokemon. And then I immediately run into the engine guy. I was so happy. There he is. What's his name? Ow. I don't get reminded. I'm Lipearl Q. Oh, hey, what's up, buddy? You're our Portuguese friend. Or Portuguese-speaking friend, right? Yeah, it's been forever. I haven't streamed, I think it's been like 3 or 4 months since last I streamed. I apologize for that. But I'm back, baby, with an all-new Pokemon game. DD Marie is live. So you've got a new screen name. Oops. Varoom. Varoom is a great Pokemon. Steel Poison. It's like, one thing I like to do is put all of my best Pokemon on one game. But with this one, I'm like, I don't know if I want to put all my best guys on this game. What if the game breaks and, like, they all get deleted? It's Brambert Tamblin, your guys' favorite. Yeah, you'll pick that up eventually. Remember to backwards moon jump. Oh, good. Now, this is an intentional part of the game. It's supposed to do this, so don't... Then it just places me somewhere. Okay, yeah, that's what I wanted. Thanks. Thanks, game. Dude, I was without a cell phone for a while because I was... Oh, no. Oh, wow. Well, I'm glad you're here. I'm sorry about your phone. Good timing, though, I guess. Like, I look at these giant craters and I'm just like, have I been here or what? And then, like, I'll check one out and I'll find, like, a phalanx or something. Broom, Bramblin. Okay, I feel like I've found everybody. I'm trying to find a new phone to go back to watching lives, but it's hard, bro. What kind do you want to get? Oh, Octo, do you like those two new birds, Wattrell and Mega Wattrell, or Kilowattrell, or whatever his name is, and, what's the other one? And I stopped playing Fab, I haven't stopped playing it, but I have played it a little bit recently. We have to get back to streaming it because my buddy just came back from overseas, and so he and I are gonna play together again. But right now I'm super addicted to this. Okay, I think this is like basically where I left off before I get super distracted. And what about that, the dark flying bird who's like, no, 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 no. No Magikarp Mega Raid. Ugh. I hate these Pokemon who are so tiny that you just feel like you're gonna walk into. Also, this area just spawns random apples to evolve Applin. While I'm thinking of it, let's go into the Pokedex. You can't handle the carp. Get some dive balls. This is like an important thing. I don't think they tell you, or if they do, I skipped through it. But like, go into your Pokedex, click the main volume, and hit X. And it'll start just giving you stuff. Welcome back. Welcome back, Lipearl. We're glad you are here. Let's all sing a song that Lipearl can know. What's the most popular song that America's put out worldwide? Something by Taylor Swift? Okay, a bunch of eyes. Oh no! It worked! It worked! The headbutt worked! We got a Pineco. That's funny, because a friend of mine does a podcast called Learn German Through Music. She believes that same exact thing. Like, my mind is blank. I can't even think of a song that was like a worldwide hit. Gotta save some of these guys for some wonder trades. I mean, surprise trade. Okay. What the hell was that? Also, I don't know if you know this, Octo, but there's Zoruas in this area, or Zoruas in this area. And they're hiding as other Pokemon. Hey, alright. See you later, buddy. Thanks for stopping by. Oranguru. That was something that surprised me, Octo. Three ways? Tell me of these 3 ways. All of these guys are stinky. Oh, I wanted to say this like a million years ago, but like, I would desperately love for them to reinstitute. What is this? Let me see what you are. The overworld shiny effect from Arceus? Because it's like, why did that go away? Oh. Yeah, because I thought I just saw a Venonat just like leap like a Zorua. Doesn't feel very true to its natures. Yeah, that was how I found one, was that I was like zooming in on one and it said question mark even though I'd already caught one of the type. Oh, Venomoth. Interesting. Who sang that floppy wagon? Happy birthday to Nick? Yeah, it's Nick's birthday, apparently. I don't know who Nick is, but it's Nick's birthday, everybody. Keep that in mind. Celebrate Nick's birthday in your own way. Light the Hanukkah candles for Nick, or wish Nick a crazy Kwanzaa. Put up your Nick ornaments on the tree. Carve a Nick-o-lantern. Do whatever you think. If you don't know who Nick is, I don't either, so you're not out of the loop. We're all just as confused. But, you know, think of your favorite Nick, whether it be Phoenix Wright or Nick Luciano, my cousin. Richard Nixon. Any Nick that you like or dislike. And just anyone. In fact, they don't even have to be named Nick. Just someone who gives off a Nick vibe. We're gonna be celebrating. I will murder for Nick. Okay, too far. You don't have to murder for Nick. Within reason. Within the letter of the law. What, you know. Ah, yes, the best president, Nixon. Yeah, the only president to win as a head in a jar, Richard Nixon. Grassy terrain. I mean, it's a cool idea, but am I ever going to use it? Hey, another quality of life thing that's great in these games. No more heart scales. Don't have to worry about it. Just switch in moves whenever you want. Beautiful. A wonderful quality of life change. My kingdom for a Ceruledge, though. Ceruledge. Don't you hate it when you pronounce a video game character's name a certain way for like 10 years, and then you hear it aloud the way it's supposed to be pronounced, and you're like, oh, and then you have to like retrain your brain to say it the correct way. I guess that's less of a problem now when most things have voice acting, but okay. Does Shroodle have an evolution? Dwight Shroodle? What colorful trees! Malak. Aw, Mimikyu. Truly one of the greatest. When people say only the original 150 Pokemon are cool, just show them Mimikyu. He's the coolest. Or Ice Cube, really. Plop. I do like having free reign of the camera in outdoor battles. That's really cool. Wow, now I'm all blue. I have Oranguru, yeah, I do. Lots of leaf stones. Whee. Misty Terrain. That's my drag name. Tart Apple. That turns Applin into Flappin. Flaplin? Ba-da-da-da-da-da. It's so hard to tell what's a shiny anymore. Are you a shiny? He's like, huh? I do love that when you're like in battles, like wild Pokemon will just gather around you to see what's up. And you'll like leave a battle and there's like a little army of Pokemon standing around. Like, I just think it's a weird, like, I don't know what function that serves, but it's funny. This game also has some of my favorites, just like story in a Pokemon game. Like, unlike in Arceus, where it's just like every time they tried to do like make their characters matter, I was just like, hurry it up. I can't. Like, I love the rival character in this one. She's so funny. I love the like the principal of the school guy, the director of the school, who's like dressing like a young man and trying to learn slang and shit. Like, he's awesome. And the weird dude who like wants to find herbs for cooking. Like, I love all these characters. Psy-ai. I spent a long time earlier trying to find a shiny Psyduck, but it did not go well. Ba-da-da-da-da-da-da. Hey. Hey, what am I supposed to do with these Gimme Ghoul coins, by the way? I've got like a jillion at this point. Kamala. Hey, that's a good one. Alright, what's your Terra type? You're a bug? That stinks. It stinks. If you collect 999 of them, Gimme Ghoul can evolve. Oh, really? Why not 666? Hey, come on. A Cricketoon hit. I remember when I was a kid, I read about the animal Ii in this big book of animals that I was obsessed with. It was like an encyclopedia of animals. And it talked about how the legends of the Ii said that if it pointed at you, you would die. And I became obsessed with this scary idea. I was like, oh, I hope it never points at me. What if I'm at the zoo and I see one? And it points at me, and I die. It's like, it's not even anywhere close to me in the world, and I'm like inventing scenarios in which it could still kill me. So yeah, did I have anxiety at a young age? Yeah, probably. Mimikyu! Is that a Seru Charcadet in the background there? Ugh. Aw, come on, buddy. Come on. Why are you being so rude? Lazy catch, go! There we go. If it shakes in the air like that, that's an instant catch. Sometimes it can be a little hard to tell, because if it's like swimming or flying, sometimes it won't. I won't say. I had a hell of a time earlier, because I got... There's this Pokemon that's like a teacup, and it can be authentic or it can be phony, and... Oops. I don't even know why I catch these guys, because it's like, it doesn't matter that much, but... This is one of those weird things. Oh, I'll open up the menu, and that changes the lighting. Like, why? Biggest media franchise in the world. And just such a weird glitch. No, don't burn me. That's annoying! Don't be annoying. Love the Spanish guitar. It's the terrestrialize button. Yeah. Oh, is that what you were talking about? Yeah, why? Why is that? Firechild. Guess I was like, I could go back here and catch another one of these guys. It just feels like I should. Oh no, did I make that trademark error that I always make? Oh, I also forgot to. The menu is canon now. It totally is. I mean, you can even justify it somehow with the flying Rotom phones. Maybe it's a projection from that. But you know it's just nonsense. It's just them being, you know, not having enough time to finish the game. This game is held together by duct tape and wishes. Come on! Why is this guy so hard to catch? Is it because his disguise is still up? My Pikachu costume. Yeah, the wishes were just a bunch of devs being like, please don't get me fired, please don't get me fired. This is one of those things where, like, being lazy is just wasting time. Like, if I had just sent in my Spide Ops. Oh, that should do it. Okay. Take this guy, put him here. That's a good point. That's a really good point. But I could have switched to Chansey and just Thunderwaved him at least. and hit him a couple times with, like, weak-ass chancy moves. I mean, Blissey. Dratini! Sylveon, go! Okay, let's fight this guy. Let's use Caliente. You should be at school. I'm on a secret mission to find my hidden treasure. I like how you just show up at school and they're like, okay, everyone leave immediately. Hey, Jumpluff. You're gonna burn up real good. I like how the bird becomes a microphone. Like, there's a lot conceptually going on with this guy. Pupitar. Kitty cat. I didn't think I would like this evolution, but it's really grown on me. Also, I hate when, like, the traded name is in, like, Japanese and I have no idea what to call it. Lead cat. This move is so good. It's a critical hit. Because it always is. He's like the ultimate rogue. Okay, this is an actual battle. Umbreon. Is Dark good against Ghost, or is Ghost good against Dark? We'll finally find out. Okay. Ghost is not good against Dark. So that means Dark is good against Ghost? Crunch! It's super effective and it did like nothing. I guess I am like 20 levels over now. Good Ghost Pepper. You schooled me. Swiper, no swiping. Vominos, that means let's go. No thanks. Wait. Is this like a secret? Oh, Wigglytuff's around here? Yeah! Shh. I guess maybe I'm not supposed to go this way? Maybe up that way? I'm always like, a rare Pokemon, but it's like nothing. Yeah, I guess I can't go this way yet. Okay. Leech Life. No! Let me out! Let me in! Let me in! Hey! Don't you question mark me. I know who you are. You're Vespiquen. Throat chop. I love it. I'm confuzzled. You can do it. No. I did it. Hey, defense is pretty good. Ah! That's right, I've kidnapped your queen. I don't like how slowly Shadow Ball moves. Okay, let's try out my other plan. Thanks to Octo, we know we can't use False Swipe. Ooh! I see a guy I don't have walking in the background. Aw, come on, buddy. Mm-hmm. And I'm a little bit like, I don't think I want to hit it one more time, because sometimes Blissey will really surprise you and get a critical hit. Oh, there we go. Getting a lot of Mimikyus over here. Guess they are not as rare as they once were. That's the story of this game. I'll find, like, a guy who used to be very rare, and I'll be, like, very excited about it. And then 6 more of them will walk by, and I'll be like, oh, well, fine. Ba 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 da 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 da. Yeah. And what beautiful caves they are, right? That one cave, you just reminded me. I didn't finish exploring that. It was actually kind of a cool level design. It reminded me a little bit of World of Warcraft. It's weird tiers. Oh, I forgot to post on Hive that I was going live. Live on Hive. Yeah, I don't care. I don't care. Okay, got another Pokemon. Wow, Swiper's really come a long way. Okay, since I just thought of it, let's go to that other area. Oops. Oh, Whiscash, I don't have him yet. But I also don't care about him. I can't even get that. Okay. Ba, 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 da, 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 da. Oh yeah, but earlier in this area, I was just catching teacup after teacup, Sinistea after Sinistea, trying to get an authentic one, and I finally did, and then I realized I hadn't arranged my boxes correctly, so I was like, oh god, I know I got an authentic one, but which one is it? And I was pretty sure I found the right one, just based on how they dropped in the boxes, but I was like, there's no way to check, because you can't rotate it in this one. Even in Pokedex, you can't rotate it the right way, you need to see the bottom. So I was a little mystified by that. then I realized there is a way you can check, which is just get both of the... Oh, hey! Hey, Octo, if you need one of these guys, found another one. Maybe I should wonder trade it. What is happening? I'm doing so little damage. He's just acid armoring himself. Okay, good. I thought that was gonna go the wrong way. That looks disgusting. What does? My hat? Eh? Hey now! I didn't say you could do that. Alright, we got it. Okay, our second Glimmet. Rock Poison. Octo, have you had any crashes yet? Like, just straight up crashes? I had one when I was, like, relentlessly wonder trading. I spent a long time in this cave earlier. Ooh, overheat. There's lots of good guys in here. Hey, what's up, buddy? Gonna have to resist the urge to catch every single Gabite I see. I almost had one. The game just stopped for a solid 7 to 10 seconds and then started again. Yeah, I've had that happen once too. This was just like completing a wonder trade and just straight up was like, nope, no thanks, and just booted me back to Wii menu. I'm sorry. It's not a Wii game. It runs way too poorly to be a Wii game. I mean, it's a Switch game. Okay. Rare bone. Your future is hazy. Okay, that means he's a psychic. Look at this guy. Looks like Christopher Walken in Blast from the Past. What? I thought you were a psychic, not an electric type. This is a really bad matchup. Luckily, I'm going to be so much faster than you that it's not going to matter. Oh, you bastard. How are you faster than me? You're a ball. Bad. That's bad EV trading on my part, I guess. You tricked me, dude. You trolled me twice. I don't like you. Do. There's one kind of crazy. It's so hard not to want to catch every single one of these guys. The ball rolls really fast. Ah. After I've been gassing up these repeat balls, this is what happens. Oh. You piece of crud. Thrash! No, don't do it. There we go. Ba, 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 da, da, da. The area up ahead is dangerous. Super strong, yeah. Leo the student. Aw, another bad type matchup, though. Crunch. I'm surprised I can crunch that thing. You're super strong, too. Oh, I was close. You just said a variation of what you should have said, which is you're super strong, too. Rock Ruff. I won't lose. Okay. Time to give this kid a wake-up call. Yeah! He's got a Tauros on his shirt. Aww. When it spawned, its feet went through the ground. Ba-ba-da, 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 ba-ba-da. No, I don't want to fight you. You're too tough. Okay. I think I'm going to take a midstream break. Be right back. Yeah, I totally agree with that, Octo. Sorry. I am back now. Okay. Hey. Bird up. Okay. And that's down where we started the stream. No. Chomp. I don't think I've been to this windmill part. Grasshopperus. Eh? 18? I did not know that. Meow, that's right. It is weird that, like, you can explore areas in any order you want. Oh, yeah. So not 18 gym badges, but 18 total different badges you can get. I do like that there's multiple, like, main quests, and they're just like, you do what you want. Rototo. Open Sky Titan A. It's probably that bird Pokemon. I don't want to fall, but I do want that item. Yeah! I mean, they're all pretty easy. Everything in this game is pretty easy, except catching. For whatever reason. Probably because I don't have enough gym badges. Okay. Wow, what a treat. Ba-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. What is that? That's meow. Meow, I did not know you wanted to come in. You wanted to come in and play? Who's the good girl who loves to come play? Wait, where did that bird go? It must have flew. Oh, is that him? I already have one of you. A woof woof. This seems incredibly unsafe. Just fucking no guardrails up to a giant blade. Oh my god. Whee. This dog will just stand under me. Enrique's. Yeah, right. There's a chance just as it's about to cut you, it'll skip, like... That's why I hate that Windmill Town, like, Artizone or whatever it is. Like, everything runs so slowly in that town just because of that stupid windmill. And, like, it's supposed to be the most artistic town and therefore the most beautiful, but it's, like, it's just not. There's that, like, one of the weirdest and most disappointing things in the game is that hedge maze that where you get to the center and there's just nothing there. There's a kid who's like, I didn't think you'd get to the center. And it's like, well, it wasn't that hard, but like, there's items everywhere in this game. This is the one place where there isn't an item. You couldn't have put a false swipe in here or something? Like, it just feels so unfinished in so many ways. Like, that's such a... Oh, if we had time to beta test this, that would have been really obvious. Prosciutto. What? Oh, there he is. A Pokemon you can see from a distance, it must be a boss. Yeah, I mean, Legends Arceus felt very finished. It just had that horrible, oppressive story that felt like you're listening to NPCs talk about their journeys, and they're all just like trope anime characters, and they're really boring. The best parts of that game were just wandering around, but in that game, the environments are really bad. Here, the environment is really good in terms of design, but like, really, it's somehow worse looking than Arceus. Imagine if they combined both games into one perfect game. Instead of releasing 2 different games in the same year. Oh boy. Like, it also just feels like they thought they were going to have more time. I would go back and play more of Arceus on my save file. I would, under no circumstances, ever go through the story of Arceus again. Like, I love just, like, going around, doing the catching and all that stuff, but, like, I legit hated, as much as I hated the Sun Moon stories and how boring that whole thing was, I feel like Arceus was even worse, because, like, it just felt even more ephemeral. It felt like, I guess because Sun and Moon, no parts of Sun and Moon, besides, like, the new Pokemon spoke to me at all. I was like, whatever, it's just more of this sort of, like, tedious sluggishness. But then, in Arceus, it was like, wow, you have the best gameplay loop the series has ever had, and you're slowing it down with these horrible characters who just talk about themselves, have nothing to do with... Like, I think it's such a simple fix. But, like, make the story of your game about the protagonist, not the NPCs around the protagonist. Which is something Sun and Moon did. It's like, it's all about Nebby and this annoying girl. And, like... And Sword and Shield did a little bit better with that, but, like... Again, sort of made it about your rival's journey and... the stupid stuff with, like, the director guy at the end. It's just, like, so shoehorned in and stupid. And Arceus, again, had, like, that, oh, I'm also... Oh, did you know I'm actually the villain? It's like, okay, but, like, it's one of those things where they're like, it'll be surprising, so that'll be great. And it's like, 1, it wasn't that surprising, and 2, it didn't matter. Like, that's what's great about this game. It's like, they set off in the beginning, they're like, okay, you know, you find what the treasure is for you. And it's like, yeah, great. That's all I've wanted. Like, that's what makes Breath of the Wild so great. It's like, it's got this main story that's kind of just okay, but when you go around and just do the things you want to do, I mean, that's like what makes Skyrim so special, too. Very few of the things that make Skyrim special are because of its main story. It's because of all the crazy stuff you can get up to. And I would love to see if they had incorporated some of, like, the Arceus. Ooh. Like, I like the idea of those, like, little fetch quests that they had in Arceus too, and I would like to see more stuff like that in the series overall. I mean, Nimona is one of the greatest characters, like, since Misty and Brock. Like, she's so funny. She's supposedly, like, the same age as your protagonist or whatever, but she's, like, she looks like she's 25. She's, like, 2 feet taller than everyone else in class. Is, like, immediately obsessed with and in love with the main character and wants nothing more than to battle. Like, she's such a funny, weird character and so lovable. They did a great job setting her up. It's like, yeah, this is what we want. Like, instead of like why do you have to make the rival characters annoying? Make us like them, and it's more fun to see them all the time. Yeah, and Team Star is really growing on me too. It's like, oh, you've got these weird characters, and they're sort of like misunderstood villains. Like, are they really villains, kind of thing. It's fun. Like, and even going back to the school and getting to know like the teachers more in like a Persona style. Like, you just got closer to this person. Like, that's really fun too. Like, the characters actually feel well written, and like the localization feels like clever and funny. Like, I like the way the characters are written a lot in this game, which is not something I ever say. Like, compared to Arceus, where it feels like, it's like, yeah, I get it, we're in, you know, we're supposed to be in like an ancient Japanese type setting, but like, that doesn't mean everything has to be written so badly. Like, Ghost of Tsushima is a great game, and it's written really well. Characters are incredibly well drawn. It's like, I'm not expecting them to be, again, adult dramatic characters, but they just don't have to be like really boring characters who are like, they could still be like this game is an example. They could still be fun, child-friendly characters. And like, I complained about Pokemon stories for so long. People are like, they're for kids. You're not supposed to like them. And I'm like, there's like, Pixar movies are for kids, but plenty of them have really great stories. Like, there's a reason people like Up and WALL-E so much. Like, and Batman the Animated Series is another good example of something I grew up with as a kid that was like fun for all ages and took itself seriously. I'm not saying Pokemon doesn't have to be lighthearted, but like, it could at least like lean into the stuff it does well and stop trying to like do all this weird stuff that just is in like just bad storytelling. I think that's it. It's like, it's not that it's too childish, it's just that it's bad. Compared to other games, it's bad storytelling. Like, you look back at like Pokemon Red and Blue, and it's like, yeah, the story is you go out and you do this thing, and that's what makes it great. It's about you. Like, who would have thought a game that's about its protagonist? It feels like they wanted to tell a story rather than make a game. Yeah, but it's like, they don't... The way they tell a story in those games is like really awkward too, because it's like, it's not done well. It's not like done with like careful foreshadowing or like well-drawn characters. It's done like a character that you see many times seems normal, and then they're like, oh, did I mention I'm actually the villain? And you're like, okay, but I didn't find you that interesting before. That's an interesting way of thinking about it. Sort of like a back to basics approach. Yeah, and I mean, that's the crazy thing, is that it feels like Hard Drive just ran this headline that's like, that I got why it was funny, but I didn't think it was necessarily accurate about how Game Freak doesn't listen to fans, because like for the longest time that was like the cliche about Game Freak, but like this is the first time where it felt like between this and Arceus, it's like a lot of the stuff I didn't like, it seems like they were directly addressing. Like, the stuff that doesn't work about this game is not old fan complaints. It's just that it feels like they pulled it out of the oven too soon. No sense of scale here, by the way. It just looks like a regular-sized bird. Almost a one-hit KO. Oh, it was, because that was just its first phase. Yeah, but I'd push back on that slightly, only because it seems like the natural evolution for this game. I think, like, the truth is, they, for a long time, had an if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Because, like, there's so much about this game that seems like the next logical conclusion for things. And for just the longest time. I mean, I remember when Ruby and Sapphire came out, and I'm just like, this feels like better graphically, but like a worse version of those initial games. And I think they got into like this thing of like remaking the same game over and over and making it follow the exact same tropes and patterns. And they would add stuff to it, like the Pokemon contests and stuff like that, that were just like gimmicks that didn't really change things. X and Y was the first time I really got. I mean, I liked all the weird stuff with N in Black and White and Black and White 2, but I thought that was some interesting story stuff, and just made it feel like it was in I don't know, a darker, more edgy vibe. And I thought that was interesting, but I really liked just like the quality of life stuff they added in X and Y and all the Mega Evolutions. I was like, oh, this is cool, but this one, it just feels like it feels like they had that revelation that the Breath of the Wild guys had, where they're like, oh, we can change a lot of stuff and it's still Zelda. Like, we don't have to be so obsessed with tradition. And maybe that's like why they do more major spin-offs and stuff now, because it's like, well, in this one it's a little bit different, but it's not a real mainline game, so they can escape it. But it's just like, you look at other franchises and it's just like open world Pokemon, like MMO style Pokemon would have been like, I don't know, if this was a Sony game, that would have been on PS3 or something. To me, yeah, I mean, I've looked at like what young people think about the old games now, and I think it's that same thing of like what you have nostalgia for and what. wait, why are we looking at this sandwich like that? Why is it so bad? Okay, we gotta watch the sandwich cutscene. These are golden. What's that? Sandwich refuses to not eat a sandwich. This is mine. Good sad dog. What's that? Sad dog learned to love again. Small bites. Small bites. Chomp, chomp, snarf, snarf. I was so... Whoa! Oh, finally. Although it kind of could. It could already swim in swimming pools. Woof, woof. Aw. Rough? No. Wait, have you seen that clip of what happens if you say no when I haven't seen it in my game yet, but it's like what's her face? Your rival is like, so we'll be rivals forever? And you're like, no. And she's like, wait, I didn't hear you. You said forever, right? And you're like, no. She's like, I still didn't hear you though. She like goes crazy. It's amazing. It's so good. It's so good. It's like why I love her as a character and why I love the writing. Like she gets into a gameplay loop, but she keeps like asking you in more ridiculous ways over and over. Professor Sexy. Okay. You saved your progress. There's something in those hills. Just dive. Alright, time to test this water theory. Sploosh. Oh, pretty fast. What's that? Aracuda? I guess we could go do that Aracuda. I don't know. I don't really care about Aracuda enough to get that shiny. And that shiny would actually be pretty easy to get in Sword and Shield, too. Not easy, but since it spawns so regularly. Don't mind me. Ghastly looks so bad in this game with like the way like they should at least be translucent, but like oh well. Yeah. What? What the fuck? Wait, did you see that? I can still hear it. No. Where did it go? It literally faded out of existence. Screw that. This game's so busted. I jump off a mountain to get to that glimmering light, and it just disappears as soon as I land. Yeah! I just saw one of like the Pokemon meme accounts on Twitter, brand spanking new, was like, they found a wild drift bloom, like the large drift ghost air Pokemon, and it was shiny, and as they were trying to catch it, it exploded. Like it did self-destruct or explosion or something, and they lost it. And they're just like, their post was like, worst game of all time. Is that Numel? I don't think I have him. What an incredible dragon trainer. What is wrong with you? You're level 15 dragon. You're like, that didn't work. Nice. But yeah, it's weird. It's weird that the trainer battles don't scale with you. That seems like something they should have. Like, if they wanted them to be easy, they could at least just have them scale, like, within 10 levels and fix it that way, but, like, yeah, it's a little weird. It's almost like the game's unfinished. But I have a feeling that even if it was completely finished, that still wouldn't happen, because I feel like that's just one of those things where they're like, they're really scared of making these games too hard. And I get it, with so many different, like, type matchups and combinations, like, they could become really difficult quickly, but they're also so clearly painfully easy. It's almost shocking when you, like, you get into situations I don't think that the games would need to be that much more difficult for them to be just I think, like, there were a couple times in this early on when my team was really weak and I was going up against, like, I found, like, some trainers that were like I don't know, 20 levels ahead of me, and I was like, oh, I'm struggling to survive here, and it felt like actually really exciting. And I feel like that's what I would like, is like either some scaling or a difficulty slider or something. The games don't have to be hard necessarily, but in, like, the random moments where they put in so much thought into, like, the different kind of battle strategies you could have, but, like, in order to beat the game, you just need to press A, and you can pretty much get through almost any situation. Seems like there's a lot of unexplored stuff around here. I've always thought it would be cool to have, like, New Game Plus or something, where like you could just go back through and everything sort of scales up a little bit. Like, make it easy, but then like after you know the person knows how to play the basics, like make a harder version of it. And yeah, I just think like you could keep literally everything the same and give, you know, these random trainers like, I don't know, 2 more Pokemon. Like, it's silly to have trainer battles where I'm like this, where it's like they're putting out level 15 Pokemon and my guys are all like level 50. And it's just like, yeah, I'm gonna win. Like, I would win if we were at the same level, because they're gonna be doing like baby doll eyes, and I'm gonna be pressing. Just gonna be doing my strongest attack, and it's gonna kill them. And I just feel like with how much, why can't I? With how much exploring you have in this game, like, it's so easy to just like hang out. Like, if you're actually focusing on catching them all, you should. It's really easy to like over level or do stuff in a different order. And now it's like I'm clearly okay. Now that's a ghost type right there. He's phasing in and out of the walls. Like, it's... I'm doing things in like an open world style. I'm doing things in my own way, and the result of that is like a level 50 going up against level 15 obstacles. Like, there's clearly a way they want you to do things, even though it's open world, which is kind of counterintuitive. And yeah, in any open world game, you're going to get certain like abilities that make certain obstacles on a particular path a little bit easier, but not usually to this extent, where it's like I don't mind that the wild Pokemon are at a certain level or whatever, but like, especially now when you can like avoid trainer battles altogether, it's like, well, then just like have it do a quick check, and like you could even have the Pokemon keep the same move sets. You don't have to like change that much. Just oops. I do think it's weird that they're like, they add all these like complicated and weird items, like this item makes your Pokemon, you know, be weightless in battle, and that could have some effect with, you know, something or other. And it's like, oh, so you do understand that people want to use like advanced tactics and stuff in battle. Like, that has almost no practical application in the main story. So it's like, obviously you know about that stuff. Yeah, but I think the like the thing is, it's always, I think this game is a great example of what I'm saying, which is like, but you could like literally give everybody everything they want and wouldn't have to change that much. Like, if you thought, no, I want these games to have this experience, you could literally leave the games exactly the way they are and then have a new game plus where you have scale. Like, just go... And, of course, that would have been easier on any of the older games, because then you have a more, like... It'd be much harder on this one, I feel like, with all the variables, but you could... I mean, like, even in the Diamond and Pearl remakes, they still have, like, oh, go back and visit the gym leaders and have harder battles, which is, like, yeah, that's a great quality of life thing. And I don't think, like, anyone who... I don't think the game should, like, have a ridiculous difficulty that, you know, suddenly puts off fans who just like the easy battle. I don't think anyone should be forced into it. I just think, like, you could still make the game easier. I mean, relatively easy. And like, it could still be an easy battle and there not be a, you know, a 20 level difficulty between me and my opponents. like it could still just, like, you know, they could be just bad trainers and they could use bad strategies, which they tend to be. You know, you could have, like, 4 really wussy, easy-to-beat gyms, and then 4 really tough ones. You could have gym leaders always use, you know, the full number of Pokemon. Like, there's a lot of, like, little things that I don't think would take that much tweaking to make it just a little bit tougher. Hey, here's a new one. Quote unquote new. My grievance with it is just sort of like this experience I'm having now, where it's like, okay, I was having a lot of fun going my own way, and now that I have to do cleanup on the stuff that I ignored before, it's a lot of, like little piddling battles that just seem like distractions, sort of. And, like, I feel like if I had done it in the pre-approved order, I might have had more fun, because this difficulty would have scaled a little bit better. It wouldn't have been... Still wouldn't have been difficult, but it might have been... You know, like that giant bird battle, yeah, was not, like you said, not very hard. Hey! Look at that Dawn fan. It's like a Stegosaurus. I think a fun spin-off... Oh wait, is that new dung beetle? Speaking of... I was about to forget Monster Hunter. And yeah, dung beetles appear. Classic Monster Hunter guys. I think a fun spin-off of this series would be a riff on Monster Hunter, where you're fighting, like, you're maybe a Pokemon Ranger and have to use Pokemon to take down, like, oversized, like, maybe... I forget, there was something where, like, Pokemon were, like, getting possessed or something in one of them. But, like, something like that, where, like, you're fighting, like, a giant Groudon in Monster Hunter fashion, and you're either using Pokemon or are a Pokemon, and it's just, like... It's basically a Monster Hunter game crossed with Pokemon. I think that would be really cool. And I would also dig if... Right. Like that. with those giant ones, right? Yeah, that's what I was forgetting. But I mean, like, pure spin-off in the sense that, like, it would actually be instead of RPG, it would be like real-time action. Like I would think that would be a fun type of spin-off to have. And instead of like maybe different weapon types, it's like different. You know, instead of like, oh, I'm using the insect glaive, you'd be like, oh, I'm using an electric type Pokemon and it has these zap moves. And I think just based on Rise, Capcom could do a really good job with that. And World. I mean, World's a little bit better than Rise in my opinion, but Rise is cool too. But yeah, I think, like, there's so much about this game that they do really right. What's that? Hello! I've always wanted to use Sandile on a team. I never have. It's like I'm not gonna put another dark type on this team because I've got the amazing Sprigatito. But yeah, Krokorok is really cool. Yeah, exactly. And you know, oh look, another one disappeared. And maybe they'll patch it. Maybe it'll get like 20% better. Who knows? Wow, this is a cool design. I've always liked Donphan ever since Pokemon the first movie. Oh, he's got like a jack-o'-lantern mouth. Quaking Earth? I ask that you do whatever you can to one-hit KO this Pokemon. Yeah, I mean, like... And, like, as much as there've been, you know, like, Temtem or whatever, and, like, attempts to recreate this formula, there's just something about original recipe that is so good. And, like, that's the thing, is, like, they can make changes to it. Oh, totally. This guy always shows up in the nick of time. He's using the pepper guy. It's so weird that this and Arceus are in the same year. Like, It feels like it's been forever since Arceus, but like even so. Look me up, I'm a Pokemon like you. Oh, you stinky. Down you go. Good girl. Stop attacking me. Was the game ever. I agree. It truly was the game ever. You know, I played that through BDSP this past, like I started it and I was like, wow, this really stinks. And so I stopped playing it, and then I was like getting so hyped for this. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna play it. And I played it through and I was like, it's not that bad. It gets better. And compared to Alpha Sapphire, Omega Ruby, it's, you know, it's much worse, but like it's still a pretty fun little game. You know, it's still a Pokemon game. And after that, I played some Snap, new Pokemon Snap, and I was like, yeah, this is good too. They're all kind of good. I just like this brand. I like this vibe. Meowth's attacking the door. I think it's so excited when she wants to play. Yeah, you've seen it in the Ruby book. It's literally in your mom's book. I have a feeling they're going to find an Herba Mystica in there. Exclamation point? Sour Herba Mystica. Yeah, but Game Freak didn't make it. It was made by that third party weird... It was like their first game or whatever. It's just weird that they're like, let's outsource this game from this major franchise to a company that's never made a game before. Okay, we're excited about this one for whatever reason. Yes. Yes, I do. Gions. Sandwich, the national dish of Spain. I haven't played Splat 3 in so long. I gotta get back into that. Glide? Yes. Mental block. Psychological trauma? That brute? Wow. Roof. Rough. Aw. Yeah, people get mad about Tenta missiles. You must. You must. Whee! Now we're talking. Now that I have the paraglider, I can reach new heights. Wait, do I have Dawnfan? Yeah, I do. Oh, he's a sleepy cabbage. What the hell? You're just out and about there, Larvesta? Like, no big deal? The best Pokemon ever, just chilling here? Volcarona. Yep, just take that. Did not expect that. There's more? Come on. Let's... Well, congrats on the job, but get used to that paperwork. Because part of adult life is non-stop it. Taxes, health insurance forms. Not yet. Well, you probably do. It's a good thing to have. I just won't get sick. Sure. Eh? Oh, he's a balloon type. Shift gear. Oh, that's cool. No, I should use a popping type. Pincurchin. Throw him at Cyclozar. Too many rufflets. I'm sick of them. Yeah! Let me wall jump. Maybe that's next. Yeah! Looks pretty cool. Fighting Barboach. No thanks. You dare to upset the Omega Fighting Fish? Hey, Braviary, what's up, dog? Slice. Ooh, nice one. Plush Claw. Ultra, go! Nice. What's that guy doing? The more scars they get? What the hell? Okay, sure. Scarred birds. Haven't seen a shiny in a while. Are you a shiny? I forget what Braviary looks like. Let's just say he is a shiny. Whoa! That Hippowdon came out of nowhere. Stonehengical. Lots of stone journers. Wait, I didn't capture this guy before? I thought I did. Okay. Give it up for repeat balls. I guess I didn't. I must have killed the other one or something. There he is. Hippowdon went from like one of the coolest looking ones to one of the lamest looking ones. He just did not transition well into 3D. Why is it floating? Look. Hey. Those are always the worst, where you can false swipe them and then they damage themselves. Boink. Oh no, he'll be fine. Hey, he just needs to sleep it off. Oh, fine. No, that was supposed to happen. Hiya! Aha! Just when it abates. Oh no. Just what I didn't want. Do I have any timer balls? Of course not. Let's see how Bug Bite does on. It's not bad. Might even be a little bit better because of Stab. Nice. Don fan. I mean Fanfy. He's just hanging out behind me. What's up? What's going on? I'm scared. A weird Pokemon. If you want to see a weird Pokemon, I can help you. My Brablin just tried to kill itself. Probably because it saw itself in the mirror. Hey, Sandy Gast. Really? Can't you just give it a walking stone? A stone with little legs on it. Wait, can I not climb this? Rah! Cacturn. Oh, I already have you. Donphan, more Larvesta. Yeah! Stonehenge. What ho? Wait. Oh, this is the devolved form of this guy. I was like, I thought I already had this guy, but I guess I only have his evolved form. Here we go. These guys love to throw rocks at birds. You look sad. Tinkatuff, that's the one I have. What? Oh, Phalanx. mean, phalanx. I guess just re-catch it, right? We don't have that many of those. Good old Stonehenges tromping around. Oh, there's a gimme goal right there. Yeah. Let me up. I want uppies. Okay. Ah. Just dancing next to me. Oh, come on, buddy. Could be a good place to fly down. A giraffe rigs around here? I used to think Larvesta was rare, but apparently not. Hey. Oh. Why is Crocolore a good middle Evo? Is that a rhetorical question or what? I think Sprig is also a good middle Evo. I like that cat with its yo-yos. Worst middle Evo of the game, maybe, Paw You, or whatever it is. The one after Paw Me, where he just, like, stands up. I wasn't preparing an attack. That's an interesting town with those waterfalls. Okay, I think I'm gonna get to this next place and take a break. So we've been up for a bit. Yeah! Jump it up! I have been having nice battles. Earthquake for that? Holy crap, that's a good deal. Okay, let's get this thing. Alright, well that was really fun. Thanks for hanging in there with me, Octo. Have fun. I'll be around if you need any more Pokemon chatter or trades or anything like that, hit me up in the Discord. Thanks to anyone watching the VOD.